There we go. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And it's been a little while since we've been playing this one. I'm glad to be back. I've missed it. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving though, and we're all set and all ready to jump back into things. Now, I will say, given that we've been gone for 2 weeks, from this game at least, not entirely, but from this game, I have been doing some things off stream. I've revealed the map, all of it, mostly from an ability that I got. There's a talent, a perk that reveals the whole map, so that's pretty nice. So I've got that now. That's cool. I maybe have leveled up a little bit since then, since a couple weeks ago. Yeah, only a little though, not excessively really. And also, as you can tell over there, I'm fabulously well equipped with gold bedecked things and full plate mail and a nice combat jerkin. What's it called? Just jacket. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, which under which I have my glorious cuirass. But as is appropriate given the time period, you wear stuff over your armor. So anyway, I'm pretty fabulously well equipped. If you look at my my money amount down there too, all that. I have been doing mostly just tasks and activities off stream. So things like hunting, getting stuff for butchers, taking care of some bandits, playing archery games, stuff like that, getting my skills up. The only other thing that I did that I should mention is... Okay, I've picked up 2 side quests that we may or may not actually handle tonight. We'll see. This one, there's some guys around here, if I recall, who found a human after a skirmish, got him captured and tied up, and they want to interrogate him. And so I need to find somebody who can speak Hungarian. Apparently there's a guy up here. Oh, right. So there was I actually picked this quest up last time, but there's a woman whose husband was executed in Ratai, and I need to find her next of kin so she doesn't have to live with the executioner anymore. So just pick that one up. The blacksmith in Sasau apparently is a sorcerer. I don't know if I believe that or not, but we'll find out. Still waiting on doing that one. You guys caught up on that one, that we're helping with the sick at the monastery. This one we've already... Did we talk about this one? The old priest of Rovna ran off with some... not ran off with, but fell in love with some girl who died giving birth to his child, and so he left and went off to become a hermit. So we need to see about him, see about the family of the girl who's at that spot, that location. There was the accident at the monastery that we still need to talk about, which, again, that you were here for last. That was with us last week, 2 weeks ago. And we finally need to get the decorative crown from the masters in Sasau for Lady Stephanie. And then Matthew and Fritz, we need to tell Teresa about them. I did try and wander through Skalitz. It's still quite difficult, so we may not do that right away. So, all right, let's do this. Let's do this first. Pick up that crown from Sasau. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Anyway, like I said, I have been I've been having a great time doing some just random stuff off stream. I am definitely looking forward to actually doing some real story related stuff with you guys. So we'll do this thing. We'll do the there's that bandit camp that I want to take care of. Hopefully take care of. There's Ginger, the stable hand from Neuhoff that we still need to see if he would be welcome back in Neuhoff after everything. Then we need to go on a date with Teresa again. So that'll probably be some things we do tonight. Let's see. The artisan is over here. So let's go and see if we can go pick up that crown. All right. So anyway, I am nearing the end of this semester, and next semester I'm going to be moving on to teaching ethics. So changing things around a bit. Florian? Oh, no, it's this guy. Jerome. Okay.
Save. What can I do for you?
Thank you. I'm wrapping up with Anselm's philosophical dialogues, looking specifically. This week we did on freedom of choice, and next week we're going to be doing on the fall of the devil, which is a great deal of fun. It is one of my favorite philosophical texts in history, and I love it very much. I've done plenty of videos on the subject. The main playlist is linked already in the description, and if you've seen any of the other ones and want to discuss, feel free. Or if you're just sort of wanting to know which ones I would be talking about, feel free to ask away too.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I'm a man of my word. Of course it's finished. Here you have it. Thank the Lord you found that Moldavite. It wouldn't be the same without it. God be with you.
Amen. So yeah, I also on that note, on the note of oh yes, of course, it's right here. Yeah, that's all well and good, but it's also been in-game, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. Just because I've been booping and bopping around all of Bohemia for just day to day, doing stuff. Getting my... wrong thing. Getting my spectacular armor. Like, God, look at that. The helmet with the thing. Got these bright red gauntlets, plate armor all the way around. Looking good, man. I've got a Back to Corbin, which I only sometimes use. Not often. I've got some very nice clothes. And some... well, these I won an attorney, so I'm keeping them. I actually did win a tourney. I lost like 4, but I won one, which is nice. Nice boots. Anyway. Alright, let's go. I want to go up to the monastery to see if we can also let what's-her-name know that we have done all we can to help. As far as the sick and the injured go. I do look forward to getting into combat, because I have been getting comparatively better at it. I hope we run into some bandits. Yeah. Show them a lesson. Here we go. Johanka.
For the love of God, what have you been doing?
I'm fine.
Tell me more about the
See
situation.
if there's anything else I can do, actually.
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Yeah, I recall some of that from last time. Also, my my proper coffee maker broke. My AeroPress, which I've had for like 12 years, has finally given up the ghost. And so I've got a little coffee pot tonight, which is fine. It's okay. I don't usually go for drip coffee, but I will if I need to. So cheers. Yeah, I've got a new one coming in because I swear by the AeroPress. It's a phenomenal little device. If you're not familiar with it, it's great. It is it has no like moving parts or electronic components or anything like that, and it makes espresso. A little plunger tube that you put coffee grounds in and press hot water through it. Makes espresso. Now you will typically top it off with hot water, make an Americano, so basically just a black coffee, or whatever else. I'll make a latte, whatever else you can make with espresso. Hence also that espresso and orange juice I'm always going on about. Let's see.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Okay, so I can actually help people. That's good.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
I already took care of that part, I think.
All right, that's all I need to know.
God bless.
Okay, maybe I can help people. Help with healing the sick.
You saved me. You've no idea what you've done for me. Oh God, thank you.
I didn't do that much.
You did more than anyone else here. I'm sorry, I've got no money to repay you. But I can tell you a secret. How workers like me keep up back-breaking labour day after day.
Are you going to tell me? The coffee really just isn't the same.
What's going on now? You didn't get any brew?
Gone.
You could have saved some.
I know, but I didn't. Can you get me more?
Okay, one more.
This is the last time.
Don't you
Take
need
care
you
now.
being addicted? Okay, let's do this thing. I also picked up some more alchemy ingredients and vaguely learned how to do this. So hopefully I can actually figure this out. But I also hope I didn't accidentally leave all of my alchemy ingredients on the horse. I might have. I'm reconnected? Hello, I'm reconnected. Sorry about all that. I'm gonna grab all these. I don't need bread or cheese. I also have on someone's recommendation, somebody on stream recommended, and then I followed it. I followed through on it. I've been picking up repair kits and doing some armor and such repairs. Paris, dandelion, cobwebs, miracle mushrooms. Okay. Oh my god, I'm overloaded from herbs. This is ridiculous. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can just still do it.
I won't get any sleep.
Oh,
I just
quiet.
won't get any sleep.
Use some marigold decoction. What does this one do? Ooh, I should make one of these. I'll come back to it. I need Nighthawk. I need Eyebright. I don't have any. Maker potion. I've got a couple of those. That's basically a paralyzing poison. Observer. I've got a few. Lullaby. Here we go. Oil, poppy, 1 thistle, 1 herb. Drop the poppy in the cauldron, boil for 1 turn. Add the thistle, boil for 1 more. Leave to cool, then herb Paris. Okay. Oil. Okay, what needs to be boiled 1 turn first? Poppy. Poppy first, then thistle. And let cool herb de Paris. Herb Perry. Okay, here we go. We get it boiling. There we go. 1 turn. Then comes the thistle. Okay. I'm getting better at this. There we go. See the bubbles? It's boiling. And it's done. Once it cools, we add the herb Perry. Herb Paris.
Can't. I just can't.
Wait for it. Am I supposed to distill or no? No, just add it in. Alright, add it in. File. And finished up. There we go. Okay. Let's... The witch potion. Okay. Handful of valerian, an eyebright, 1 chamomile, cobweb. Put the cobweb and eyebright into the cauldron. Cobweb and eyebright. Boil for 3 turns. Grind the valerian. Add and boil for 1 turn. Leave to cool. Grind the chamomile. Add the chamomile. Do not boil. Okay, I can do that. It's complicated, but I can do it. Okay, it's, I need water. Cobweb and eyebright. I should be doing this off stream, honestly.
I can't sleep again.
Okay, boil for 3 turns. Okay, there's 1. What do I grind next? Grind the valerian next.
Quiet.
2 turns. 3 turns. Grind this. Put it in. Bring it back to a boil. For 1 turn. Boiling. And then I let it cool, and then grind the chamomile and add it. Okay. Once it cools. Okay. This should do. Alright, that'll do it. Oh, I found some neat books that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. The Maiden's War and On the Papal Schism. Already know that one. I need to read that one. All right. I'll read the books later. Let's sell him the ones we don't need. Like this one. That one. Anything to buy here? Lethian water? Oh, that's a perk reset, and it's really expensive. Alchemist's Dream. Yeah, I need that. A treasure map. I'll need that too. Haggle a little bit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Can be asked, to what extent should alchemy be considered
So?
blasphemy during this time period? This time period? Not at all. It is, I would say, near the okay, let's start
Satisfied?
there. This is more or less near the height of alchemy. This is the early 15th century,
Finally, a reasonable sum.
right? And so in general, alchemy is precisely what we see here. Most of it is naturalistic. It is trying to understand the natural properties of things and then trying to manipulate those properties so that they can be used. Which is, that sort of thing has never been condemned unless you were trying to manipulate forces that you do not naturally have control over.
Brew?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Good luck to you.
There you go, buddy. All right, that's all I can do. This was, like I said, sort of in the late stages of alchemy before there were various paradigm shifts in the sciences in the much later 15th century into the 16th.
I just can't.
Which changed a lot of the ways that we looked at like physical chemistry and things like that. And so even then, none of those developments were had particular religious overtones. The ones that did were things that involved working with the dead, or things that involved what you would think of as magical powers. not things that are manipulating the natural forces of the world, not things that are even manipulating the physical stuff of the world, but things that sought to contest with spirits, whether they're departed human spirits or angels and demons. That was
Henry,
watched very carefully
how
by the church.
are you?
All right, that's all I
How
can
are
do.
the
I
sick
think.
and wounded faring? I don't think there's anything more I can do for them.
Anything more? All that's left now are corpses.
Wait, what?
Go! Get out of here!
Excuse me?
Farewell.
What happened? I thought that was literally it. I thought I had solved all the problems there were to solve. Darn it. Okay, well, all right. Well, we gotta go to Talmberg then. Let's go. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, a skirmish. Let's be careful. Let's actually hold on. Let's go with piercing arrows.
Well, that's the end of
Okay, well, there's that guy.
Hey, who's there? What's that? Hey, who's there?
All right, well, sword it is.
Answer to my prayer. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone.
Oh, jeez. Come on, guys. Don't do that.
Fine. Be gone. All right. Enough.
Really?
You're not getting off scot-free.
All right,
Hey,
here we go.
What's to be done?
Oh, I didn't mean to have my bow out. That's fine, though. There we go. I do need a torch at this point. It's getting dark. Sword. Yeah, I have gotten relatively better at combat, but also my equipment has gotten so much better. I can tank quite a few hits there without it being a problem. Also, I have enough money that I can afford not to take some of these things. You hunting bow, huh? Yeah, I can take that. It's really heavy. Even that is expensive, but it's really heavy. Decent. Skin braces? Nah, not worth that. Worth it. Worth it. Okay. MBS, how did you earn most of your groschen? This. Most of it was from attacking or fighting like bandits and such. Oh man, a guard. I didn't realize that was a guard. Why does he have cumin spurs? Yeah, I'm not going for. I'm not gonna try and steal from the dead guard. I hope I didn't accidentally shoot that one. I'd kind of feel bad about that. What? Oh hey. No, I already looted this guy. Okay. Another guard. Aachen died brigandine. That looks nice. Ocean, I guess. Yeah, this is probably where the... I'll just eat that. This is probably where the majority of my money has come from. Though, I've been doing some other things as well. 27. My god. But yeah, I have been doing some other things. I've been hunting. I've been gathering some stuff. I've been doing some of the tasks that earn some money. But a lot of it has just been wandering around fighting bandits and selling a bunch of their gear. Because some of it's worth a great deal of money. Some of them have some nice gear.
Mutt! Oh, Sakra. He's run off again.
Darn it. What?
Where is that dog? Oh, he's run off. I hope he comes back.
Okay, well, I need to get on the horse, and I need to switch. I need to switch to my one-handed sword. That I can use with my torch. I don't want to run into people in the middle of the night and have to fight them in the dark. That would be awful. I've also thought about buying a horse, but I kind of did want y'all's input on some of that. So I waited. Ooh, Kemby says the sequel to this game is likely being released next year. Really? I haven't heard anything about that. Interesting. Well, I have a timetable to finish it then. That said, I don't tend to get new games, so there's a good chance that I'm going to wait a little while to actually pick it up. But we'll see. I'm definitely going to play the next one. Whether I play it right away or not, I'm not sure. We'll see we'll see when the time gets closer. But I definitely will at least eventually be playing the sequel. Absolutely love it. This is one of those games that I've gotten completely lost in. It's a Skyrim type of game in that sense. Now I'll say also something I was thinking about actually quite a lot recently is so there is a tendency in historical fiction, especially fantasy, but historical fiction in general, to put tobacco in the Middle Ages. And I think we can probably exclusively blame Tolkien for this. Maybe not exclusively, but almost exclusively. Stop peeing. You're a good
There's
boy.
a good doggy.
I know, I'm sorry. You
That's
got
my
beat up by
boy.
the bad bandit guy. How about some food?
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Let's see. Kidneys. Have some kidneys. Munch. Good boy. All right, let's have a nap, and then we'll pick this up. And that's actually one thing. So tobacco is actually one thing that I have noticed as notably missing from this game that I almost have come to expect in historical fantasy or historical fiction. Is because it's so common. And it's so common, again, almost exclusively because of Tolkien. Because, I mean, if you think about it for more than 10 minutes. Oh. Comfort's really low. Why is it so low? It's supposed to be a decent bed. Whatever. That's fine. If you think about it for more than 5 minutes, you will realize that tobacco is exclusive to the New World. And so, for there to be tobacco in any European culture before the 16th century is obviously impossible. And yet, we find a lot of historical fiction, and especially fantasy literature and fantasy series and fantasy projects in general, that has people smoking pipes and smoking cigars in medieval times. Even in ancient times, in some cases, but especially in medieval times. And that is purely an effect of Tolkien, because Tolkien put tobacco in Middle Earth, and he did it exclusively because of his own sort of high-minded English gentry sensibilities, where he basically couldn't imagine a leisurely world of landed gentry types like the hobbits without tobacco. He could not envision such a thing. It was basically an impossibility for him. And I get it. It's quite the thing, you know. It's quite the cultural thing to leave out. I should have drank some beer before bed. It's fine. That away. Do some of that before I put it away. Where am I? Okay. Oh, I have fatality. All right, I can do that. All right, cool. Let's see. And wear my nice clothes. Fashionable hat. Nobleman's boots. Oops. Keep the pants on. Where is Lady Stephanie? Upstairs, maybe? She's walking somewhere. I see her moving. Or maybe not.
Welcome, Henry.
Hello.
The Lord be praised. What's on your mind?
I've brought the roan, I've brought the crown, and I brought the wine.
I've brought the roan, my lady.
That's wonderful. There weren't any problems with it, I hope.
Yeah. Nothing serious.
Nothing too serious. He's a little wild, but I was able to handle him in the end.
Well, that won't do. Sophie can't have some wild horse at her wedding starting a stampede.
But I've learnt a trick. If you sing to him, he calms down.
You sang to a horse?
It's quite true, I'm afraid. I sang to a horse.
Well, then you'll have to sing something to me, too.
My lady, I don't know if I...
Oh, God.
So I know how to calm down that roan. Go ahead, sing.
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair?
Oh, how
Oh
beautiful!
my god.
I'm not surprised the horse calmed down after hearing such a lovely voice.
Ma'am!
Anyway, I'll think about what
Stop!
to do with the roan. But thank you, Henry.
I brought you the crown from the master engraver.
Henry, you are a gem. Look at that Moldavite. Isn't it wonderful? Sophie will look like an angel. So, what's next?
I brought the wine.
Wonderful, wonderful. No wedding is complete without good wine. Find somewhere here to put it down. I'll send for a servant to bring it later. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
Now let's play it off. Let's just play it
Problems?
off.
Huh. I don't know the meaning of the word.
Let's just play it off.
As if I didn't know you.
All right.
What can I
anything-
do for you, my lady?
Nothing. You've done enough. And now I'd like to reward you.
That's not necessary, my lady. You taking the time to see me is reward enough.
Come now, Henry. No need for such modesty. I appreciate everything you've done for me, as well as your company. And there's something I'd like to give you. This shirt was my father's. He was built very much like you. Broad shoulders, strong chest. It should fit you just right.
But I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable to be left to the mercy of moths. It doesn't fit my husband well, and I've no one else to give it to. What's more, if you were to leave us again, I'd like you to have something to remember me by, so you don't forget me.
I could never forget you, my lady.
Aw.
Well then, won't you try it on at least?
What? Right now?
Why not? Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn my back.
And what if your husband comes in?
He won't. Neither will anyone else.
Stop it.
I thank you, but I can't possibly accept such a gift. Besides, undressing in front of Sir Divish's lady wife is quite inappropriate.
That's a shame. I'm sure you'd look very fine in it. Farewell.
How did I lose reputation for that? Oh my god. With her in particular, right? Not with Talmberg in general. Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh my god. Ma'am. Please. Okay. I can... Alright, let's see. No. Yeah, at some point. This one? I'll do that later. Do that later. Oh, darn it. I was just in Sasau. I should have done that one. Yeah, later. The monastery. Darn it, I was just in Sasau. Well, I'm not right now. So, let's go to Teresa. And then, we'll actually do the main quest. Let's up our vitality. No, I don't like that. Last gasp. Human dustbin, that sounds nice. You'll survive an otherwise fatal blow and your health will even regenerate by 20%. Only activated once in combat. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds great. That sounds pretty great. All right, let's equip our proper stuff. Actually, no, let's not. Let's go sit down and read first. I'll just use her room. It's fine. This is fine. I have some reading to do. All right, so the Alchemist's Dream. Oh, I'm not of a sufficient skill level. Okay, well, I can save that for later. I need better alchemy for that. This one I can do, right? How long will this take? Oh my god. Alright, that'll be fine. I'll read this, then I'll head to Brazen. New perk available in lockpicking. Very nice. I do want to read to you guys some of the books that I picked up here. So, The Maiden's War. Upon the death of Princess Labuse, the maidens who had enjoyed her accompaniment found that they were no longer held in the great esteem they had once enjoyed. They recalled how their princess had ruled over the male part of their tribe. And when the menfolk said unto them, Hark, you have ruled over us. We have bowed before you, and now you seem as sheep that have gone astray. Their anger rose greatly. The anger of the women and maidens, having caught fire, the females of the tribe took up spears and swords and waged war against the men under the command of Lasta, Labuse's attendant of highest standing. On her command they built the castle at Devin, and then dispersed throughout the land a call into service all women to wage a war against their husbands and brothers. Sounds like the 60s. Yet hardly a soul took them seriously, and that seems appropriate. And it was with great mirth that the men did observe these girls taking up arms and learning to saddle horses. However, Premisal, the wise ruler that he was, did not find merriment in these actions, and warned his men to broker a peace. His warnings were not heeded, however, and they set out to Devin in great merriment. But alas, the women did not flee. With Vasta in the lead, they charged at the gate, chainmail on their bodies, helmets on their heads, and spears aimed to kill. If we allow ourselves to be vanquished, called out Vlasta, it will be then that the men shall laugh at us. We shall become their servants and slaves, for it is better to die than to give up. Strike at the men, at each and every one, be he brother or father. And the Furies then did set upon them until 300 men lay dead in their own blood, and the rest had fled. When news of this victory had spread throughout the land, other women did not falter, and came straight forth to Devin. Hence the men were greatly aggrieved at home, for they were alone, and they were aggrieved on the battlefield as well, for the women gave them no quarter, sparing neither brother nor father. Nice little comedy bit. Then on the Papal Schism, this is actually one of the more fascinating little bits of embarrassing Catholic history. Embarrassing as it might be, it's also fascinating, and it's a small bit entertaining. You can have though. Let me. There's some more incense on the burner. There's some more incense on the coal. There we go. All right. The Holy Church is the home of all Christians on the earth, and at its head stands its shepherd, that is, the Pope. The Pope is the leader of all Christianity and the successor to the seat of St. Peter, which was established by our Lord Jesus Christ himself. But it has transpired that not one, but two Holy Fathers sit upon the papal seat, and good Christians can only argue over which is the true one, and which one should be respected, and which shall be eternally damned. It all began when Pope Boniface VIII refused to crown King Philip the Fair of France as emperor, to which the latter refused to acquiesce, and in the year 1309 he had the Holy See removed to Avignon, where he could keep it under his watchful eye. Thus for many years the Holy Father sat upon the papal throne not in Rome but in France. Philip the Fair, that villainous bastard, one of the great villains of the Middle Ages. In 1377, Pope Gregory decided to leave Avignon and return the papacy to Rome, but after his untimely death, two conclaves met to elect a new pope, in Rome and Avignon. And thus it came to be that there was a Pope Urban in Rome and a Pope Clement in France, and both received great support from the rulers of Europe, who favored one pope over the other as they saw fit. These two popes excommunicated each other, and proclaimed each other to be an arch-heretic and the anti-pope, and thus a great schism and decline within the Holy Church did arise, and now many do criticize it and demand remediation. For how can the Pope fulfill his duties as our shepherd, when there are in fact two popes who claim to be the true representative of God, and their rival to be a messenger of Satan? Whose words should a good Christian heed, and whom should they entreat for intercession? Which pope's hand may anoint a king? As long as there are two popes, hunger and pestilence shall plague the entire world, and much strife and suffering does await us. Amen. Unfortunately. Yeah, that was basically everything about that situation was, first of all, it's quite accurate description, if I recall, as best I recall. And none of that was in the least bit good. It's a terrible situation, most of which kicked off by Philip le Bel. That is the same Philip the Fair, if I'm not mistaken, the same Philip the Fair or Philip le Bel, who disbanded and slaughtered the Knights Templar. Let's put our armor back on. All right. And the DLC quest thing gets in the way. There we go. To the mill! Let's see, this is probably going to take us into the night, which should be fine, I suppose. I'm not particularly scared of traveling at night anymore. Just worst case scenario, I can avoid most encounters if I need to. Oh, humans. Now let's avoid them. I don't want to deal with a bunch of humans. I should have. It wasn't nighttime yet. Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine. That is a mighty decent cup of coffee. Just decent, though. Fortunate. I'm looking forward to getting a new AeroPress, really. So much better. Teresa, is he still up, or... No, I need to wait till morning. It's fine.
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wager on the rat ape?
Anything? Maybe?
God be with you.
But an attorney, and you work here for carpenters. Oh, right. I work here for carpenters. That's actually pretty good. How can I sell stolen goods? That's actually a good question, because I have some.
These things I pilfer. No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're, properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could, store them for you. And you'll get some coin for, taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something, and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
Okay, so millers are now...
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sasa.
Okay.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
Okay.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Eesh. Okay.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
Are they locals?
From Skalitz?
Then no. I only take in people I know.
Me being the exception, I suppose. No, that'll do. Deal. Let me change again.
Hail the conquering hero.
Hail.
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work, and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai. It's overcrowded with refugees, and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those two need work badly.
Hey, lad,
to keep them out of mischief.
don't you want a little wager
You know what
on
they're
the
like.
Rattay
I
tournament?
do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in the Dechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
I will. Thanks.
Ledechko, okay.
Would you like to get up to some more mischief? It was fun the last time.
Yes, it was. I'm a bit surprised you thought so too.
I just got
Although
punched a
girl
few
doesn't
times,
get
it's
a
fine.
chance to tend the wounds of a gallant defender every day. But I can't right now. Will you come back another time, please?
Sure. I'm gonna go sleep. Go to sleepies. Turn in for the night. Actually, I'm gonna put some things away. That's what I'm gonna do. Anything I need to put in here? Oh, really? Darn. Okay. Not that, I guess. I can't read that yet, so we'll put that away. I liked those. Those were fine. I'll put them away for now. Any of these things that I need to put away? Oh yeah, these. Let's see, anything in here? Nah. I'll put that in there. Okay. Good meat is brewed. I'll go sell that eventually. None of this. That away. Put what's it leafy? Gauntlets away. That'll do. All right. Let's have a sleep. Good morning. Yeah, that'll do. With the perks I got, I basically don't. I only need to sleep realistically every like 3 days in game. Because I got the ones where you don't expend energy if you're not moving, and then also you expend energy at half the rate. of normal. So I could realistically go like 3 days from a game mechanical standpoint without sleeping. But at the same time, there's not really much to do at night in this game. So I mean, there's thieving and whatnot, but it's best not to be out at night most of the time. So I still sleep, oddly enough. No, I'm still. I'm gonna go get rid of that. Drop them. That helps. Oh gosh, that helps with weight so much. Alright. I'll just wait for Teresa. Actually, what time is it? It's 6 in the morning. Nothing's going to be open in town, so I can't exactly go and sell stuff off. I'll just wait an hour. Alright. Hey, Mutt. Just fell asleep. Was she me? Sleeping in past 8? Yeah, she's still sleeping. Huh. Alright, well, it's only 7. It's not 8 yet. I'm gonna go into town. Sell some things off and come back. At some point tonight, I may also go and buy a new horse. Quite possibly. Can do that now. I have tons of money. I have over 20,000 groschen, which is enough to buy basically any horse in the game, I think. Okay. Let's see. Is this place open yet? Yeah. Swordsmith. Bow, shield, sword, parna, bow. Actually, I need to go sharpen 1 or 2 of these things, huh? At least the sword, right? This one. Question, if you're familiar with the mechanics here, is there a way to get the blood off of your sword without using the grindstone? Because the grindstone, I can't quite get it to, repair that last 1 or 2% if it's a really nice weapon. So it always winds up hurting the thing more than helping it. But it still keeps the blood on the thing. I'm wondering if there's a way to do that isn't the grindstone. Oh, there you are.
Good day to you.
Hey.
I've heard that some pilgrim was selling
Forgot if he had one of
pieces
these.
of a rare sword. If you happen to have one, I'd be interested.
Did that Sasso dabbler send you here?
Why?
Why? Because there was nothing left for him, and now he's envious and wants some too. Well, he's out of luck. I do have it. but I'm not selling.
Man, isn't there some way?
No way. Like I've already said, not a chance.
I think I've got 3 out of the 5. Let's stop trade.
I'll be with you.
Anything I need to buy? I don't think so. Bumper. I can haggle that up a little bit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
Is this enough?
That's still too much.
Okay.
What do you say to this?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Okay.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Alright, cool. See if the armorer is present at home. No, he's not. Of course he's not. He opens late. Come to realize. The tailor is only open for like an hour out of the day. He's like one of the only tailors in the entire region. Quite irritating, really. General store, I guess. See what they can buy for what. How much, such, all that. If they're open. They might not be open yet. Oh my. I know they're open. Never mind. Ooh, lockpicking. Oh, that's right, lockpicking. Repairman, no. 30% easier for open locks when drunk. Oh, noisier. Nah, I don't like that. Work almost silently with a lockpick, even if the lockpick isn't going well. Noise slapping is reduced 90%. Lucky Thief. Master Thief. You unlock easier locks automatically. Yeah, I'll do that. I like that. Or Silent Fiddler. Now I'll go Master Thief. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let's grab some things. Selling that, selling that, selling that. Wait. Those 2, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. Take care now.
Bow. A bow. We got 1,500, so that's fine. I can sell that. And that. There we go. Anything I need to buy? No, I already read that. Oh, yeah, I sold it to him. Alright.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
Go with 930.
Satisfied?
That's still too much.
Okay. 900?
All right. And now?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. All right, that would do it.
Okay. Oops. Ooh, okay. All right. In that case, let's head back to Teresa. All right.
Good people.
So as far as class stuff goes, because I am going to be switching over to teaching ethics next semester, I'm a bit torn as to the approach that I'm going to take, because I've taught ethics in like 3.5 different ways. I say in a half because one of the ways I basically taught ethics was as a critical thinking class rather than as an ethics class. Or I was teaching, well, more like I was teaching critical thinking, but it was more like an ethics class. Let's put it that way. And the standard one that is sort of the default syllabus kind of thing is more or less a survey style with all the various different schools of thought being represented. The big three: utilitarianism, utilitarianism, consequentialism, that sort of thing, deontology, and virtue theory, plus with the possible add-ons of a couple of extras like ethics of care, effective altruism, that sort of thing. None of which are particularly compelling, like, objectively speaking. So I lean away from doing it strictly in that manner. However, the sort of core syllabus, the intention of the core syllabus is to give a general survey of the kinds of considerations that are important for doing ethics. Which means consideration of consequences, consideration of rules, consideration of intent, etc. The clear intention from the sort of master syllabus for the course is something along the lines of a survey of different schools of thought. However, there's some wiggle room for that, particularly because I've taught this very course at this institution in a different way. I've taught it as I basically went through Ralph McInerney's Ethica Thomistica, which is an in-depth analysis of Thomistic natural law ethics, but it's doing so with an eye towards various considerations, and it considers things like consequence. It considers things like how it overlaps with the various sort of modern schools of ethical thought. And because of that, because it does kind of wander that line, I'm wondering if I might do that again. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard that, but I have an email. My students also, I should note, have an essay due in just under 2 hours, so I do actually have to take a look at that. So give me just a minute. So just make sure it's nothing hyper urgent that I have to look to just right now. Oh my, it's quite something. But in any case, as I was saying, I do really want to. I'm really thinking about doing that and doing it primarily a natural law focused course. The other option is a topic. Pick an ethical topic and look at different approaches to it, which I would really want to run that by my department chair if I were to do so, if I were to do something that radical with it. The other alternative is teach Plato's Republic, because I always love teaching Plato's Republic, and it is an ethics text, so that might just work. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me just reply to this real quick. Actually, no, I don't need to. I can come back to this after the stream's over, because this isn't about what's due tonight. So, all right. Cool. Good. Sweet. We're fine. I do have to be on top of that. I am, vaguely professional. He says with his tie untied and on a live stream about to flirt with an RPG character. Anyway. I am leaning a little bit towards Ethica Domestica
Henry,
with some other
I'm so
things.
glad to see you.
I might want to bring in something like at least pieces and parts of not Ralph McInerney. Alistair McIntyre's After Virtue might be very good. At least parts of it. Probably not the whole thing. Obviously, it's a really complex piece of work, but at least parts of it. At least the introduction, and then maybe C.S. Lewis's The Abolition of Man, perhaps. So something like that might be fun. I don't know. I'm gonna be working a good deal on my syllabus in the coming weeks, so you'll probably hear plenty about it.
Do you still feel like doing something together?
Shall we play Blind Man's Buff?
That's really what you want to do?
I know it's a game for children, but I always liked it, and I won't feel stupid playing it with you.
What is that? I'll refill my coffee. Getting cold and it's getting empty. You know what? Sure, why not? I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, why not?
Good. Then follow me.
Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Oh, she was just putting down her broom. Got it.
Nobody will see us here in this barn.
Are you shy?
It's a game for little children. Of course I'm embarrassed.
Well, adults play it too, you know.
But only when they're drunk.
I have no idea what game she's even talking about, but okay.
I'll cover my eyes.
Well, they do say love is blind.
Cheeky boy. But this is a game you won't be winning. I've got ears sharper than a bat's.
And I'm as stealthy as a cat. You'll never find me.
We'll see. But if you leave the barn, you lose. Come here. Come on, spin me around. What are you waiting for?
Blind I may be, deaf I'm not. Make a sound, and you'll get got. How does it go after that?
It doesn't matter. Go and hide.
I'm wearing my spurs. This isn't great. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Losing is fine.
Here. Just you wait. I'll find you.
I definitely should not be hiding on the other side of fire.
No?
This seems really dangerous. There's a rushlight lantern right there where she's waving wildly about.
Ha! Got you.
No. I'm still ungotten. Oh my god. Was I supposed to win?
You're a sneaky one. How come I didn't hear you? Oh no! I've left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked.
I was supposed to let her win. I thought so. Okay, fine. Let's go do the thing. Let's go work.
Oh no, it's completely soaked.
You'll have to put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay.
Yeah, did they get blown off or what? Yeah, that one? Hey. That's a way of... That is definitely a way of drying clothes. Put it over hay.
It's sopping wet.
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Shouldn't we spread the linen out?
Henry, hush now.
Putting the linen out, so to speak. Nope, wait. That's not a turn of phrase. Oh, hello. Okay. My God. Anyway. They're not spreading the linen out, so to speak. Can I get rid of this now? I don't know if I can get rid of the overlay now. Maybe. What's a nice view? Okay. Did I lose the achievement? Achievement unlocked, McLovin. Oh, okay, okay. All right, let's go and see Teresa. Oh, quest completed. Wait. Who are you? Oh, just some guy. Okay. There's a trader right here? Are you serious? How did I never realize there was a trader right here? Oh well. Wait. What is that buff? There's a buff? Smitten by love, the world seems more beautiful than before, and maybe you seem more beautiful to the world. After spending time with your beloved, charisma is temporarily increased by 3. Oh, cool. That's interesting. That's a neat little mechanical boost.
About that evening.
Ah, yes.
It was like a morning, but okay.
I never thanked you properly for helping me with the laundry. That storm would have carried it off to God knows where.
Oh, I think you thanked me enough.
Miss.
But next time we should take shelter somewhere else. That hayseed gets into places it shouldn't, and itches like mad.
Henry, you donkey. You really know how to sweet-talk a girl, don't you? And anyway, what do you mean by next time? Just what exactly do you have in mind for the two of us?
Well, we'll be together. Like a couple. And when the time comes, you'll take me as your husband, right?
You're full of yourself,
That is
aren't
the
you?
worst. That
That's
might
not
be the
how
worst
things are
proposal
done.
I've ever seen. It's not
Obviously,
actually, but okay.
Under normal circumstances, I'd ask your pa for your hand, but...
Papa. Yes. He'd set the dogs on you. Now you'd have to get Uncle Peshek's blessing.
I reckon I'd have no better luck with him. Unless he saw a way to profit from it.
And I'd have a sack of flour for my dowry. But seriously, Henry, what kind of husband would you make? You can't sit still in one place for an hour at a time.
Well, I've got a lot of duties, but... I'm very fond of you, you know. And maybe one day you...
I know, you silly sod. We can't get married yet. But we can still see each other and be fond of each other.
Oh, she can repair clothes. Cool. Let's see. Alright. Alright, let's see. What else want I to do? What is next? I could actually go and do... the main story. That'd be crazy. But I could actually... No, that's right. I wanted to go kill the bandit camp. Yeah, I'll go do that. What time is it? It's like before noon. That is perfect. Let's armor up and go kill some bandits. Wait. Oops. Chauces. There we go. Let's armor up. Let's go kill some bandits. I'm going to try charging in. Just headlong full tilt charge. I'm actually going to sleep and save first. Wrong button. Just 1 hour in my armor. Let's go handle these bandits. And I know this is just a sort of task, just random side task. And so I would have I thought about just doing it off stream at some point, honestly. But I really didn't want to because it was a thing that I've been putting off until I got good enough to handle it, and now handle it with you guys on stream. And I think at this point, I well and truly have gotten good enough to handle it. Yeah, if I go along that south way, that's the easiest, I think. So yeah, that'll work. Let's go! Tally-ho, lads. Oops. No, that was definitely the wrong way. Yeah, that's alright. Here we go. An accident? No? Guess not. Okay. I did scout the place out. It does seem like a pretty big bandit camp, but it shouldn't be anything I can't handle, I don't think. Should be manageable. Anyway. Yeah, either way, as far as the syllabus thing goes, I am definitely going to need to at least reread a couple of things over the next few weeks. Probably Ethica Thomistica and After Virtue. I'm gonna have to reread both of those to sort of give myself an idea of what's there, what I can pick from and pilfer from, and maybe give me some ideas as far as designing my syllabus goes. So we'll see. Oh, I should have crossed. I should have crossed. This was horrible. It's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? Nice willow. Where in the world am I going? What is this? A little hunting blind? Oh, whoops. It's not even close to the right way. All right. Let's do over a little bit.
Yeah.
Go back across, huh? Okay, there we go. There. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Whatever just happened, forget about it.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. Oh my gosh. I will say, I am seriously considering primarily teaching this course from the Republic. Just the Republic is the primary text with some additional supplementary materials. So like Abolition of Man is a good one. It's a really good one to put in with it. And then some stuff like that. Sort of things to emphasize the ethical theory. The parts of the Republic that have to do with ethics, rather than social theory, or rather than metaphysics and such. But that could be an old favorite, and something that I can do particularly well. That might be worth doing in that way. I don't know. It's worth a shot. It's definitely worth considering. That horse is back. Oop.
What's going on now? Who's there?
Oop, they're sneaking up. Mutt, you were seen. Oh, they're coming. How many of them are there? Nope. Why are you running? Cowards. Stop them.
Christ!
Stolen communion chalice, of course. Late counters, nah. Dogwood bow. Nothing too great. Nothing else worth taking, really. Alright. Took out one of them. Another one ran. That sounds good. I like this. This is going well so far. Scared some off. Okay, it's sneaking time. I am not very stealthy in my current kit, but I'm also frickin' terrifying in my current kit, so there's a good chance some of them are just gonna run away.
Hey, who's there?
Hey there.
Well, I never. The pig.
Hey, all of you! Get out of here! Raise the
Over here! Where is everyone?
Get over here!
You all get what for? God.
At all of them? That's not all of them, is it? Where's their leader? Were they in the cave? Oh, that was the leader. Okay, wow, that was it. That was it. Okay, I was really freaking out for basically nothing. That was not hard at all. Trusted companion, decent sword. Least worth stealing, or at least worth selling. Here, arrow, potion, arrows, wine? Eh. Yeah, no, not hungry enough for the pot. I can't pick this lock? Oh my god, I need to increase my lock picking so I can finally get around to these very hard locks. What was that? Yeah, these very hard locks are just too difficult, like stat-wise. I can't do it. Kind of irritating. Really hope I don't get just jumped by one in the pits. Oh. Okay, let's take all that. Oh, it's raining in here. That's weird. Okay, cool. Get out of here. I wish it had started raining when I was trying to sneak up on them, because I have that perk that lets me sneak much better in the rain. Darn. Okay, well, I'm halfway to Neuhof already. Could have poisoned the wine, too. I have poison. Well, alright. That wasn't so bad. It was actually rather relatively simple. Oh, he's in Neuhof. Okay, so... I also need to ask if the stud farm will have him back, which is in Neuhof anyway. So, Neuhof it is. Oh, and this is also somewhere I can buy a new horse, so that might be an option. So we'll talk about that when we get there. I mounted my horse before I fast traveled, didn't I? I might not have. I might have left my horse behind. Uh-oh. It's fine. I can just whistle for him, and Pebbles will cross miles to find me. Dear, dear Pebbles. Oh no, here's dear, dear Pebbles. I already have dear, dear Pebbles. Dear, dear Pebbles is right here. Like, I kind of want to get a new horse, but I kind of like dear Pebbles. My lovely little Pebbles. Wait, what? Oh, they're up there. Yeah. Okay. The guard? Yeah. I did, by the way, outfit Pebbles very nicely with a nice caparison, nice new saddlebags, new horseshoes, the whole shebang. So Pebbles is looking great. Okay, where are my various quest parts here? Alright, B is ask if if Ginger can come back. Where's B? Wait, that's Sir Radzik. Where's A? It's Captain Barnard. I gotta ask one of the stable hands, I guess, if Ginger can come back. Not a villager. Not a villager. Jacob? No.
Look out!
Can I come in? Please? Excuse me. No. You're kind of stuck there, so I'll just leave you be. Have fun. Enjoy. Enjoy your wall clipping. Excuse me, Sir Hanish. Zora, how about you?
Good
You can tell me,
afternoon.
right? We take Ginger. Here we
I
go.
found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognised him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sahanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. Goodbye.
Yay! I can go tell Ginger. What was the other quest? This one. Report the camp's destruction to Bernard.
Good day to you.
I've taken care of the camp.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Pleased to hear it. I've had another report. Some folk were ambushed to the west of Vertide, on the hill across the river from the gallows. It would be worthwhile to check it out.
Understood.
Take care now.
I also love his voice. It's just fantastic.
I have some trophies.
Let's see. Good. Good. That's how to treat the bastards.
Excellent.
I've taken care of the camp.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I've been
That is a nice
taking
bit
out a
of news.
bunch of bandit camps. I
I've heard
probably
about
have already
another
done a lot of
encampment.
these.
It seems it's somewhere near the stream that flows down from Neuhof.
Very well. I'll take a look.
Take care.
I may have done this one already too. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, training.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but
Isn't that
Let's
quite...
haggle it a little bit because I can. Why not? I mean, I can afford it, but why would
What
I?
about this?
I don't want to afford it.
you won't convince me with that.
No, okay. About 150.
Agreed. Now listen up.
Okay. You've improved sword. More sword.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
All right.
Isn't that quite...
Let's go with offer 400.
Agree?
That's not enough.
Are we agreed?
Oh, not enough.
Well, a little more, and we'll call it a deal.
Okay.
Agreed.
Kind of
Listen
expected
up.
to be about 450, maybe 440. Oh, goody. 2 perk point. Okay, I have to remember all of these attacks. I love this one, the Zornort. The Wrath Strike. That is so good. Parry the strike from your left shoulder and then thrust. Okay. Slash. Okay, that's your longsword. Slash. Stab. Stab. Middle how around the opponent's blade, straight to the face. All right. Longsword. I only have 2 techniques: longsword and short sword. Slash. Stab. Stab. The third wonder. Difficult to continue. Offer after misleading strike, suddenly slash at the wrist. Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Actually, what was my sword level? 20. Yeah, no, I can ask for master level training.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Me teach you? But you already know everything.
Oh. Okay, so your skills max out at 20. I didn't know that.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Me teach you?
Okay, my defense is maxed out too. Okay, my
I'd
axe
like
is
to learn
not.
to fight
I'm not
better
good with an
an
axe.
Certainly.
Not
I'm
good
interested
with
in
an axe.
more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Yes, but you can't help me with that. All right.
Take care.
Okay, I need to go talk to Ginger. And wait, what else? Oh, there is a ruin. It's right there. Maybe I should do that. It's not exactly on the way, but it's close enough. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go deal with that. With the bandits first. They're right nearby. And then I'll go get Ginger. Let him know all is well. Oh man, we're actually advancing the main plot very, very slightly. It's only taken almost 2 hours to advance the plot by 1 point. Okay. Oh, I see that. That's a marker. Where'd he go? Where's he coming from? A guy? Can't tell. There they are. Okay, let's see what I can do here.
Pig turns. Hey, all of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm!
You're dead.
What we got here? Entertainment! Great! A slop! Come here!
Had enough of life.
Shit, leave me be!
Enough. You win. Oh dear, did that?
Gone! Stop! I beg you! I yield!
No.
Stop! Hear me? Stop! I give up!
What's that?
Pay up, and I'll let you go.
I should have disarmed him, but whatever. No.
Raise the alarm! Watch out! You'll get one for. Oh, dear God.
Hello there.
You're not going anywhere armed.
There we go.
Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
So be it.
Mutt is growling. That means there's still enemies nearby. Here. Arrows. Motion. Piercing arrow. Nothing really worth looting. Ear. Hide? Nah. Corrosion. Feet. Tusk. Can use that. Now, is there a use for hides aside from selling them? I've never actually been quite clear on that. Pick a bow. Fine, I guess. Ear. Axe. Arrows. Groschen. Damaged lockpick. Oops. I didn't mean to take his pants. This looks like the leader. Yep, leader spurs, ear, shield? Nah. That's actually decent, but kind of heavy for it. 200 something? Ooh, Master Huntsman Sword. That's better. That's very good. Six gauntlets. Okay, we got him. Whoa! Wow. That's quite something.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Okay, well. Much of use. Take those.
Well, I never.
Hey.
Nick?
Christ. Oh.
Stop that. Sure, running was wise, but still no. Not acceptable. Ring. Where's his... He had no weapon. He just had a dagger. Or did he drop it? He might have dropped it. Oh wait. No, it's mint. Not a weapon. That's not a weapon, that's mint. I thought he had a weapon. Turned out just to be mint. Oh well. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's no big deal. It's okay. Alright. Look at all these weapons, though, that I can't take. Man. Alright. 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 Let's go talk to Ginger. Traveling to... Alright, I should be able to get to him and back before sundown. Especially if I ride a horse. Where'd Pebbles go? Hey, there you are. Hey, Pebbles.
Yeah.
There's very often skirmishes right here. Who are you?
Don't me! Give me all you have! I'll slay you, you scum!
Really? We're doing that?
Insolent whelp!
You call that? Yeah.
Ow.
Here!
Come on. Freaking hate these counters.
Go! You're dead. Goddamn! I'm over here. Ow. Yeah. Ah. Ow.
Ooh, ouchies.
Mart! Mart!
Bugger!
Go!
What's the matter? Lost your balls? Oh, dear God.
Okay, bye. Right, taken care of. It's quite the fight. Longinus's sword. Interesting. That is that is not a relic, whether real or not, that I've actually heard of directly. Mason plate chances. I really should take some of these. These are worth a lot. Worth a good bit. That's worth a good bit. That's worth a good bit. Ordered outer vest. Actually decent. I kind of like it. Spurs, armor kit. Some of that I'm gonna have to, of course. Longinus' sword is actually better than mine. Wow, that's better than mine. And it's in perfect condition. Wowzers. Oh, man, that is nice. This long sword named after Longinus, the Roman centurion who pierced Christ's side on the cross. It has a very sharp tip that can deal with any armor as easily as with the Son of God. Oh, man. It's much better stab damage, less slash, though. I do stab more than slash. So, yeah, that's fine. Some plate chances, Coif, Nuremberg, pauldrons. I could have poisoned my sword at some point.
Yeah.
But nah, it's fine. Alright, let's get to Ginger. Wait, where is Ginger? His pass? Oh no, he's up there, okay. That's right, I forgot. He's up in the middle of the woods. Yeah. Terrified. It's been a long time, okay? It's been a long time since we did this. Okay, we get it. Bark, 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 bark. Okay. Hey, Ginger, you're not going to sleep yet, are you?
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing, except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Okay. Alright, cool. He said he had nothing, but that's, I mean, not technically true. Anyway, that's fine. Let's move. Let's get out of here. Used the perk, Master Thief. Alright, it's going to be dark soon, so I'm going to switch to my arming sword. And travel back to Neuhof. I need to switch to the arming sword just in case I need to have my torch out. Let's investigate this. Carcass in the road, huh? Ma'am.
Good health to you. What are you doing, you murderer?
What the hell are you talking about?
Horse shit. You're all covered in her blood.
The humans ambushed me and cut me up just a while ago. And now you're out to pin this on me.
Well, it's true it ain't safe in these parts. All right. I suppose you're innocent after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. And what were you doing here exactly?
What do you mean by that?
I think I should go and report you. Now listen to me. It'll be easier if you just confess. I could drag you off to Rattay myself and let the bailiff decide.
What the hell do you mean by that? I won't take any more of this. I'm going into town to say you're falsely accusing me. Take care.
All right, I suppose. Suppose I will take care. Can I actually report them? Can I report her when this happens or no? I do need to get to Rattay to do it, so that's kind of far, but either way, let's go to Neuhof. Let's keep going. On to Neuhof. Alright, it's near midnight, so we should eat something and get some sleep. Not that we need sleep, just, you know, to pass the time.
Yeah.
Okay. See if there's a cooking pot here that we can just eat from. There might have been. Yeah, because we do need it. Also need a bath. A bit of a wash. No, there's not, is there? Oh, you're just here. You're here. Just like 24/7. All right. All right, fair enough. Captain.
I'm glad to see you.
Glad to see you too at this midnight.
I've taken care of the camp.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Oh, that is a nice bit of news. And that's not all. There's some trouble on the road to Sasau. There's most likely another camp thereabouts.
Very well, I'll take a look.
Okay.
Take care.
I have some, trophies.
Let's see. Quite a collection. My boy, you're God's own avenging angel.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, so I need to talk to Sir Radzik, right, who is here. And on the road to Sasau. Wow, that's actually right near the road. I should go see that eventually. Not now, though. Next up, I'm going to be going to Ujits, but I need to talk to Sir Radzik first. I need to eat first, is what I need to do. I have some preserved snacks. got I have beer. I have moonshine. That would do it. 30% alcohol, though. I have wine. Dog. So Radzik.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you won the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
I did.
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
I did. I think I talked to Hanush already. Maybe I didn't. Well, later.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognized one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to our
Eric, you
encampment
think
at
you can kill
Malheim
that for
to
me?
oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why to Merhajed?
Why choose Merhajed?
Merhajed.
It's
Wow, okay.
somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think
Thank
they're
you.
going to try
Good
the
kill.
same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
Ooh, harsh.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Let's see what else we
Good.
got.
Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be with you.
Okay. Goody. Let's see. What's our next objective? I gotta go to Ujits. Think about Limpy Lubosh. Eventually, I gotta kill that bandit leader, but I'll get around to it. Not right now. Yeah, let's just go to Ujits. Actually, hold on. I do eventually need to sleep, but not just yet. I'll go to Ujits No, I'll eat and sleep here. No, there's got to be a somewhere I can just go to sleep. Right. If my comfort isn't that high, that's fine. It's fine, right? Can I just sleep in here with the horses? Like, in the hay, maybe? No. No, I can't. Well. No. Okay. I was thinking that might have been somewhere I could sleep, but there is nowhere I can sleep. I'm gonna have to go to Ujits.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
Get the hell out of here. There's
Oh.
nothing here for you.
Okay, yeah, sorry. You're right. You're right. Alright, well, let me just go to Ujits. How about I just go to Ujits? Have a bit of a snack. That'll hold me off. Let's go, Ujits. Okay. Huh. Find out where the Limping Bandit lives. The Limping Bandit. That's quite a name. I like to think of that as, like, a title. The Limping Bandit. It's a horrible, horrible title, but I almost like it. Can I come in? No. Okay, so I'm gonna sneak into the priest's house. Because he has a mistress. And I have to admit that I'm a tiny bit curious about that. Well, he just sleeps on a bench, which seems appropriate for a relatively ascetic priest. Let's see. Okay, this is her stuff. There's an icon, which is beautiful. I'm not actually here to rob anything. Just snooping. Oh, there she is. Let's see what she's got in her pockets. I got very good at this, by the way, in case you're wondering how the... I don't need her money. Here's but the key. Beautiful icons, though. Wait a minute. That looks like a vaguely Eastern icon. That's odd for Germany. It just seems like it. Yeah, it's... I don't know. It just strikes me as super weird that the priest has a concubine, and that's, like... I don't know, that's vaguely normal. I don't know. Can I just sleep in here? Yeah, I can. I can just lay down and sleep. Yes, perfect. Actually, wait. I'm hungry. Let me eat first. Let me eat from your soup first. Now let me sleep. Am I sleeping in this guy's house? This is ridiculous. 8 in the morning? That's fine. I'm sleeping in the priest's house. In the general vicinity of his concubine, and not in the nice bed of the room over. I really should have just gone and slept in the nice bed. Instead, I'm on a bench.
Hey.
Hey? Sorry. Should I not be in here? I guess I shouldn't be in here, huh? Oops. 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 There we go. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Let's see if we can find out about this bandit. Actually, let's go to the tavern. I'm assuming the tavern might know. The innkeeper might actually know something. Whee! Ma'am?
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
That'll be Lubosh. Gallows bait if I ever saw one.
Gallows
His place
bait.
is at the end of the village, next to the stream. Take him and welcome. May the Lord watch over you.
Wow. Sure. Thanks, ma'am. That was easy. Longinus' sword. Good weapons. Let's put those away. Let's put, like, half of these away. That's fine. Those. Let's go pay Lubosh a visit. Limpin' Lubosh. The Limping Bandit. I don't know. I still love that as a name. That's a great... It's a great moniker. Down by the stream, huh? Across the stream or down by the stream? Which one? Which is it? That one? No, yeah, right there. Okay. Hello? Limpy Lubosh. Oh, this doesn't look good. There's kind of a mob.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see
Is it the
here.
bailiff?
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
Oh boy.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm
What
the
happened?
bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say
Auschwitz?
we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
Auschwitz?
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh god.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy.
I wasn't sure if they were going to show it, and they really went for it,
I'll
did
have to
they?
take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As
Good
for
lord.
what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Oh. Okay, wow. That's dramatic. Man, I have not been going through the actual story of this game at all, and I'm missing out. And this
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
got a lot going on
A
here.
poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Okay.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
A good point.
The parish priest here in Ujis, he's a...
I wonder if they killed him somewhere
peculiar
else.
sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. I don't know what he got up to, though.
Interesting.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Anything I missed? No, I didn't miss anything. Okay.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Well, okay. It's the armor, the armor. I actually was, to be fair.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Started going to church, huh?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
Talk to the priest.
What do I care about
Like
that
the
scoundrel?
thing
I
told
was
me
glad
to.
he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
Interesting.
That's all. Thank you.
Goodbye.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
I've come in the name
Not
of Sir
technically a
Hanish of
knight,
Lipa.
but okay.
I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhoff, and now a
Squire,
murder here
I
as
guess?
well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Oh, never
That's
mind.
all.
I've already
Thank you.
I've already gotten all this from somebody else. Alright, that'll do.
May the Lord watch over you.
Talk to everybody who needs talking to.
Judas.
Judas.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
I love that it gives you that little additional bit if you know how to read. Like, presumably, you wouldn't get that additional information if you couldn't read. Anything else worth seeing in here? It looks to me like this was pretty recent and that he was just fine, like, yesterday. Or at least that somebody was here.
Look, it's all about the seasoning. Just roast it with a bit of lard, same as usual. But add some rosemary and juniper.
Rosemary?
The best thing for hair. I heard it from a travelling merchant. He had it in Prague and he said it was delicious.
All right, sir.
Roast hare with rosemary and juniper. That sounds really, really good. Okay. Find out more about him. Speech. Speech by 3 when talking to nobles and wealthy people. That's nice. Increase your speech skill when haggling. Nice. 50% higher reputation when you talk to women. +1 speech bonus. Persuade them more easily. You can avail Bath Bunch's services for... Oh my god. Trusty middleman. Merchants will be more willing to buy stolen goods. Sure. Not like we're going to avail ourselves of the latter part of that, but we're Teresa's man. But the other part of it might be useful. 17, man. Okay. Actually, wait. Is there a blacksmith here? No, there's not. Is there anywhere in town? No, there's not. There's not a blacksmith in town. I mean, I can ask some people about him. Hey, Mash.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhoff, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Okay.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Oh, man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Okay.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
I mean, he was probably there. Pretty sure he was there.
Farewell.
Ginger saw him there, right? Let's talk at... Go to the tavern and ask there. Larosh?
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosch who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Okay.
Do you know who Lubosch used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
Okay.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Good on him, then.
That's all. Thank you.
Actually...
I've come in the name...
I don't know.
Maybe
Do you know
someone
what Lubosch
knows.
was doing the day Neuhof was
Maybe
raided?
somebody knows.
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Okay, well that's something at least.
Goodbye.
That's something at least. How about at the... Where is the tavern? Over here, right? That's it?
That! So as soon as we heard the horses whinnying in terror, we all ran to the stables.
Have you been to Ujets to visit your parents' grave?
Aye. This year.
Lumiere.
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Okay, yeah, we
I
get
don't know anything about it, but ask all you want.
Okay.
That man Lubosch who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Okay.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
I wonder if he knew he was going to die. He knew they were coming after him, maybe? Or if the priest is really up to something? I don't know. Interesting. Let's see.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives
Else I can
or
talk
friends?
to?
Not with anyone from the village.
Yeah.
He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Okay. Wish someone would know where he was.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
It might have been
That's
him.
all. Thank you.
May the
Interesting.
Lord watch over you.
I would have thought he would have noticed if it were Lubosch, just because, you know, limpy. But I don't know. I should prioritize named NPCs. I love this little tune. I love this little tune. Delightful.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I especially love the shawm in general. The shawm is just such a nice instrument.
I've
Wait,
come in
have
the
I
name of
already
Sir
told-
Hanish
have
of
I already asked him?
Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Okay,
That's all.
these are showing as they've already been
Is there anything suspicious going on in these
they've already
parts?
been asked.
Nothing out of the ordinary, praise God.
Except for the brutal murder down the road. There was that. Oh gosh. Alright, let's Actually, I do have some selling to do, so I'll go to the... Wait, do I? Or am I delusional? Yeah, I do. I have some book selling to do. And some goblets. And pelt, but I'll get to that eventually. I can do some repairs while I'm right here. Did the armor, got armor, blacksmith, tailor. Ooh, jeez. Let's see. Ooh, need more tailor's kits. Good lord. Oh, that one's damaged really bad. Okay. Alright, that's fine. There's no tailor here, right? There's never a tailor anywhere. There are 2 tailors in the entire game, I think. And one of them is never around. There's a tailor in Sasau. There's a tailor in Ratai. That's it. It's a shame.
Good health to you.
Read
Take care now.
any of these. Skill books. No. Where's the church? There, right? Yeah. Father.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Amen.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
How dare you ask something like that? No, there's no exception.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I hate that the only option.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Actually, this is a good question. Because I actually don't know how, well, especially historically, how the seal of confession interacts with the confessions of those who have already died. Like, yeah, that's actually interesting. I don't know if the seal of confession goes beyond death. It might.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you
I'm pretty
don't
sure
tell me, more
it probably
innocent people
does,
may
but-
die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
God be with you.
He's willing to help. And he is actually very serious about helping in a way that does not in a way that doesn't violate his vows. In a way that doesn't break the seal of the confessional. That is that's very good. That's well portrayed. It's I'm reminded of some of the really great little bits that are related to this from the Father Brown stories by Chesterton. They're first of all really good, like murder mystery investigation stories, but then also Father Brown is a priest, and so there's a great deal of interaction between investigation on the one hand and the seal of the confessional and such, and other priestly type situations on the other, which is great. It's really cool. Let's see, what else are we supposed to be doing? Yeah. So Erica says, reminds me of the situation in my homebrew game. Yeah, there was a there was a case where there was a priest who was hearing confessions. Well, kind of. There's a priest who was hearing confessions, but it was the more important thing, more interesting thing, was no. It's in Sasau. That's in Scotland. Yeah, nothing else. All right. I guess we gotta wait around until dinner time. I mean, I guess I can just keep asking people.
I've come in the name of Sahanish.
I don't know
Okay.
how I can help.
Okay. Yeah, so there was a guy who was he was basically murdering people right after they got out of confession, because their sins had been absolved, and he was basically, he had this delusional or not, this twisted idea that he was basically sending them to heaven by murdering them immediately after confession. And so I was playing, my character was also a priest, and he was trying desperately to indicate to the rest of the party what was going on without explicitly saying he was going to confession. That's what he was doing there, and this is why it happened, because he knew pretty much immediately what was going on. But because there was the seal of the confession, even though he wasn't the confessor, because there was this, because of this, the solemnity of such a seal, such a vow, he wouldn't just outright say, well, they're going to confession, they're confessing their sins. Because you can't just speculate about that sort of thing. As a priest, you cannot speculate about that sort of thing. It is forbidden. It is one of the most inviolable aspects of canon law, going back 1,500 years or so. And so I was my character was just desperately trying to get the rest of the party to figure their way towards this conclusion without telling them. It was difficult. It was fun. It was really cool roleplay interaction, really cool investigation.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
God
I got
bless.
nothing. Alright, well. I'm just gonna wait until like 5, or if someone sits down to play dice with me, because we only got like 10 or 11 minutes. I want to finish this part tonight, at least the investigation part. So I at least want to meet with the priest, have a chat with him, see what's going on there. Maybe I'll talk to other people if I need to. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do want to finish this part of the investigation at least tonight. So if I do want to do anything off stream, I can just do that without time-sensitive things ticking away. I wonder what he means by evening. I'm assuming he means like 5 or 6 o'clock, but he could perfectly well mean 9 or 10. I don't know. We'll try now. Is he around? No. I can play around a dice, or I can wait a bit longer. Wait till 8. Or thereabouts. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Needs to be turning out. I don't know if I should be talking to other people as well. That's the thing that's bugging me. Like, I don't want to be losing out on that opportunity. Because I've already screwed up like 2 or 3 quests. Gosh. Tonight, I've screwed up 2 or 3 quests. Just only sort of screwed them up. Everything turned out fine, but still.
Pour me an ale.
Hello. Hi, Pavel.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of...
Okay, got it.
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk. He was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on anyone.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing?
Out with bandits, I guess, probably?
Not a clue.
Interesting.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all.
Right.
Thank you.
God be with you. Ale as usual.
Oh, there's a tourney tomorrow.
I'd like a beer.
Bashik. Yajir, Lemire. I gotta talk to Lemire. Yosef, don't need to talk to. Did I just keep waiting for the priest? Oh, he's coming, right? That looks like he's coming this way. Yeah, right? Father. Oh, he's inside. I'm dumb. Big dumb dummy.
Damn.
I'm gonna change clothes too. Let's change clothes. Okay.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here,
Everyone.
we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
Ale.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There's a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
To the women.
My
God
poor
bless
child.
them.
May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most
Cheers.
important thing. What actually happened at Noyel? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
The priest's voice actor is very, very
One ale over here, please.
blatant, maybe? I don't know. He doesn't seem too involved, which could just be a character trait, honestly. I buy that as a character trait. Because sometimes priests are genuinely like that, and they really can be, especially if they're sort of detached. Let's beat around the bush a little bit.
I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Really?
Henry,
That's your tactic,
that's not
Henry?
how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Perfectly stated. That's absolutely right. And it's great to see that so plainly stated and so straightforwardly stated and taken so seriously. I love that. I couldn't have said it better myself. I don't have much to add there other than just it's great to see that portrayed very well.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubos told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secrets. But
for me.
First thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujic isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
It's
funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Jan Hus was or Hus, I've always heard Hus, I guess it was whatever. Was a precursor to the Reformation. And it really shows that there was in fact a spirit of reform in the Catholic Church at the time, and this was preaching over 100 years before Luther. And so this was very, very clearly a development towards reform within the church, and reform of the same kinds of corruption that Luther wound up railing against, especially sins of simony, the exchange of money for sacraments, which is nasty, and it can be a problem sometimes. Even it can still be a problem sometimes, even whether formally or informally or whatever. It's still a thing, right? Now it's informal for the most part. You're not gonna. It is still gravely against canon law to charge money for a sacrament, but you can charge money for the use of facilities and things like that in some cases, which that can get exploitative. In cases like this, this is obviously a gross excess. So let's see. I do want to go through all of this. We're running a little late, but I don't have class tomorrow, so I want to finish this conversation at least. Then we'll wrap it up for the night.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it? I mean, he's right. First of all, you don't have to be living a morally perfect life to notice this, to point others in the right direction. Now it helps to make you it helps to get people to listen to you, but at times you can be completely guilty of something and still know that it's wrong, and still point it out, and still show others that it's wrong. So yeah, by all means.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Oof.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Ooh, I should do that next week.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Little
Nonsense.
did he know.
They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
I mean, yeah, within 100 years and a little bit of change, Europe and Christendom was basically shaken to its core and ultimately collapses, which was wonderful. There, like I said, there was a path forward for genuine reformation within the Catholic Church, and it almost happened, and it almost worked out, but just, again, due to Luther's squabbles, like personal squabbles with the bishops and the Pope, we got the Protestant Reformation. We got the Protestant Revolution. We got the Protestant Schism instead of a proper Catholic Reformation, which was going to happen anyway. So it's absolutely tragic.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late.
It's bright sunlight. What are you
plans?
talking about, Henry?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
All right, sure. Drinking with priests is fun. Grab experience. With whatever meat that is on that plate too, which looks delicious. Is it chicken? I guess that's roasted chicken. Okay, so I say drinking with priests is fun, and I say I know this from experience, but not nothing like to
Come
this
over here,
extent.
sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh no.
Esta. Los pichi. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh.
Anybody else?
It's a sin to fight so badly. Fast. You'll get your penance now.
Oh my god. I just gained so much experience from that. Oh no.
Than done.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
In the middle of the night. Oh my god.
Ah, bloody oath.
So yeah, I've said
What am
I've
I
said
to
going
do?
drinking with priests is fun,
Comes the
but not
of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Oh.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
No. Oh god. What? Why?
Good fella.
Oh, he's not going to talk drunk to the dog. That's disappointing.
That's my boy.
What in the world?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Need to call in an extra priest for more confessions. That's the thing, by the way. Priests confess to other priests just like anybody else does.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh,
So we have here, he is...
Oh my God.
I mean, he's obviously a, you know, well, lecherous drunk and
What
whatnot.
was that woman on about?
I think you have mass in a
Flock
few
eats me
minutes.
alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
While so
Where the fuck am
he is
What the fuck was it?
he's obviously like an
Mass.
incredibly sinful and unserious
Shit, I have
man,
to say mass. I gotta say mass.
while
You
also
have to help me.
taking his
How?
priestly duties very
You're
seriously.
the priest. I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy, but I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
Oh no! Oh no!
So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
No, not doing that. Nope.
Sorry, but I can't do that. I can't remember a word of that sermon. I feel sick and I don't want to be strung up by a furious mob.
As you like. Don't help me, and I won't help you. I thought we were going to be friends. Now I see I was mistaken. Now clear off. I have work to do, as you know.
Okay. So can I leave? Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get dressed. There we go. My god, why am I... Oh, I'm wanted. Of course I'm wanted. Okay. Anyway. Good lord. Wow, yeah, that was a mess. So, first of all, so I will generally say that I do like the respect it shows the importance of religious vows and oaths and all of that that comes with it. But my god, that is not a good priest in any way whatsoever. Well, not in any. I can't say that. Not in any way whatsoever. He is still, to some degree, taking his oaths and taking his duties seriously, while also being a lecherous drunk, etc. I don't know. It's one of those. It's one of those situations where it takes this binary, it takes this dichotomy, and it plays the tension against itself. So there's something to it. There's something interesting to it, but my God, that was excessive. All right. Anyway, so we're way past time. I thought that was going to be a short conversation. That turned out not to be a short conversation. So, thank you all once more for joining me. Good Lord. All right. So, I will, in that case, I will see you guys again on Monday for more KOTOR 2. We're going to pick up right where we left off, probably going back to Nar Shaddaa, if I recall. And then next Thursday, we'll be picking Kingdom Come Deliverance back up. I may wind up playing over in between or something. We'll see. I might even go back. I don't know. I'm not. I might go not. I might not. I might decide to see what happens if you don't drink with them. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I might at least do it and see what happens. Might record something. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, and then either way, we will be back roughly here, at least plot-wise, for Kingdom Come next Thursday. So I will see you then. I will see you Monday. I will see you Thursday. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I had fun nonetheless. And thank you all for joining me. Very relevantly, remember, don't be safe, be well, and most importantly, be good. Good night, everyone.